Well, I think it's definitely going to be a little bit of a work in progress. He hasn't played a ton of first base. He has played there. He's a catcher by trade, as you know. Obviously, the bat has been very strong the last few years. But we're just going to have to see. Riz even actually mentioned helping him out. There's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and it's going to happen at the major league level. But we certainly have confidence in him right now.
Chris, to the left, Brad.
Hey, Brad. Ben only played 11 games in AAA. Why did you guys feel like he was ready for this promotion?
I'd like to say I was part of that discussion, but I wasn't. So his name has been kind of bantered about between the front office and the coaching staff quite a bit, even before he got moved up to AAA. It's not unheard of to go AA to the big leagues should something happen. So he's piqued the interest of both the on-field personnel and the front office. So and now you see he's here.
Peter in the middle, left.
Hi, Brad. What's the plan for Gerrit Cole tomorrow, and what made tomorrow the right time for him to make his debut?
Again, I don't want to. I'm not the one making full decisions. I know that he's obviously going to make the start. This is still part of a process for him. That he's not at full strength yet, but the medical staff and the coaching staff feels like he's certainly strong enough to make a start up here. But there's going to be watchful eyes on him because we certainly want Gerrit Cole for the entire season. But this is a great first step because we need him back in the rotation. And it's good to have him here. Although we're going to miss his coaching abilities in the dugout, I guess, one day a week.
If you can pass it right in front, Gary.
You and Ben are both Dartmouth guys. Have you guys talked about that at all? Any excitement there for you?
I just said hi to him today, but we talked about in spring training. I've actually known Ben for probably about 4 years. I watched him play in the Cape Cod League when he was there playing. I believe he was playing for Brewster, but I watched the game in Brewster. I have a connection through two friends to his family. So I've known about Ben for a while, even before he was a Yankee. In fact, I texted Cash from the beach that summer when they drafted him and about drafting a catcher out of Dartmouth. So it'll be good to, it's always exciting to see a young guy come up and make their major league debut, but certainly this one's a little bit closer to my heart just because of the connections.
What'd you say to Cashman when you texted him?
I just said something about Dartmouth and catcher, and Cash texted me back saying that he stood up in the draft room after they drafted him, saying it was the first catcher drafted out of Dartmouth since Brad Ausmus for the Yankees.
How do you approach this series? Pretty big for the month of June.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, these are the top two teams in the East. They're right behind us. They're a very good team. I don't like saying that this is a must-win series in June because I don't think it is. But I think it's an important series because they took 3 out of 4 when we were there.